Let's play a game of what's in the box today. Welcome back to the channel. I've struggled a little bit of creating this type of content over time on the channel, knowing full well some of the implications with how my audience may be limited. Well, let's be honest. I appreciate all of you tuning in, but my audience isn't that large yet anyways. So let's go with some of the things that I enjoy. So as you know, the channel is a lot of different things that are many different varieties all over the place of what I'm interested in. So one of those things is firearms industry, outdoor gear, clothing line, shoes, bags, you name it. Today's video is going to be a little different than any of the others. So what I have in the box here is the Sig Sauer P365 X Macro exchange kit. So from our good friends here at the Heart of Texas Armory. So I bought the P365 when it first came out a number of years ago. I like the ability to carry very small, and I liked some of the ingenuity of how they designed their magazines. That said, the grip could be a little better, a little longer for my hands, and I really like some of the additional features that were provided in some of these exchange kits. So the exchange kit basically, and we'll take a look here at the firearm. So no magazine, educational purposes, the normal disclaimers. The firearm is clear, right? So firearm safety. I'm putting this together a little bit just for some of the people out there that, you know, as you handle firearms, finger off the trigger till you're ready to shoot. Don't point the gun at anything that you're not willing to destroy. Know what's behind your target. And always treat a firearm as if it's loaded. So anytime I do any of these videos that are related to firearms, I'm going to run through those things just to continue to hopefully try to educate and make sure some of that stuff gets ingrained if you are watching the video. So P365, normal size. The nice thing about the P365 and a lot of other firearms that are out there, they're kind of moving towards this model. And by no means am I an expert. I'm an average everyday user. I just enjoy shooting. I enjoy kind of the abilities and freedoms that you have in this country that come with that. So take it as such, right? Just normal feedback from a general user who's doing things. I've put together firearms myself. I've learned different things myself. This is an excellent firearm. This is the base model of a P365, again, as it came out before any of the other options were available. What's nice about this is it's modular. These exchange kits, and I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll jump into it and we'll actually install the exchange kit. The X Macro exchange kit is that you can replace the slides and the grip control or the grip module. And what's serialized in this firearm that is controlled right via your normal forms with the ATF that you have to file federally when you purchase a firearm is the fire control unit, which is basically all of the, we'll say, the guts of the gun that make it fire, right? Make it actually ignite the gunpowder in the bullet to fire, right? The projectile. So you can change these grip modules and slides and barrels without having to purchase another firearm that are, you know, compatible with the P365. So that makes it very flexible if you want to change the style of your firearm. With the X Macro kit, it is a bigger grip module. So from a hand size perspective, you've got the ability to kind of increase your hand size for purchase of the firearm. Now that with the regular model, they do make the extended extended piece on the magazine. The X Macro comes with a longer grip module and some enhancements to the slide, one of those being cut for an RMR kind of out of the box, and that's really what I was looking for, as well as some porting on the front, and we'll show you some of those features. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an overhead view and walk through actually changing out this module or this firearm with the exchange kit and show you what that looks like. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have in the box if you were to purchase one of these exchange kits from Sig for your P365. So if you look in the box as you open it, it's nicely packaged. You have your grip module, which is clearly longer, and for reference, right? You can see clearly you got a bigger handle on your grip control module. It comes with two 17-round magazines. You can see that you have your 1911 style, 1911 or 1913 style, right? So Picatinny rail, basically. The Sig P365 rail that you buy out of the box with the kind of original version has the proprietary kind of Sig rail for any kind of attachments. This gives you some extra ability to use some of those Picatinny type of accessories if you wish to add. You also have some different kind of hand swell grips that you can change out depending on what your hand size is and your comfort level. And then you have the slide itself, which is sealed up and lubed up, as you can see. But you have, basically you have your sights on it, you have your RMR removable plate, you have your normal kind of grip handles here, and then you have some porting on the front, which is used almost like a compensator to try to help control some of that vertical rise as you shoot. You have your spring, and then you have your barrel, all in one package. So altogether, you have everything ready and to go outside of the box. All you have to do is change out the fire control unit, and that is done by simply removing the slide as if you were disassembling it, and we'll walk through that, to as if you were cleaning your firearm. And then there's a pin back here that holds that fire control unit in place, and you remove that and start to replace it in the other firearm. As you can see in this grip control module here, it comes with the magazine release already installed, so you don't have to reinstall your magazine release from your other grip control module. I think there are some other kits out there that require you to change your magazine release, but in this you don't. So all in one kit, super simple. So let's take a look at breaking down the current firearm and replacing the fire control module and doing a reinstall of everything. Okay, so let's start to break down, take the slide off as if I were doing some maintenance to the P365. Again, you can tell the size of the handle, and this one just feels better personally. Obviously, a little more printing. So what you're going to do is if you're not familiar, you're going to lock your slide to the rear on your P365. Right? You're going to rotate your little release here to push forward, and then you are going to release the slide and slide the whole mechanism off. Easy as that. Simple as pie. So your original slide and firing pin mechanism, your barrel, and your spring all contained in your slide. And with this kit, you're just replacing the mechanism here. Obviously, you could tell that the slide is longer, and you have everything you need to just replace the entire mechanism. So now that we have that out of the way, we'll go ahead and start working on releasing the fire control unit, the FCU, and then placing it into this grip module. Okay, so we have removed the roll pin, as you can see. Just make sure you set that aside. Don't lose that roll pin. You're going to need that. That's kind of an important piece. All right. And what I like to do is I just kind of pull from the back, and you can see that the fire control unit kind of just wiggles its way out. And there you have it. That is the piece that you need to install into your new grip module. This is the serialized part of the firearm that's necessary to have registered. So let's install this into the new grip module. So first I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this magazine that's in here, and then we're going to see how easy this goes in, drops in. And you just kind of work it in there and get her flush. And you can see that you don't have to do much to it. The hole's lined up. You just line up your slide locking mechanism and your takedown. And you have where the rail slides on, so that's going to be elevated slightly. And that's it. And we're going to reinstall the roll pin. So the roll pin is, I just hand reinstalled it. So it was just pushed it in. It's equal on both sides. You can tell that the mechanism for the slide lock is functioning. And if I hold that up, I can see that I can rotate the takedown piece. So at this point, it's simply making sure your slide mechanism is in the forward position, your release, and then sliding your slide on. Simple as that. And again, safety check, right? Clear, no magazine. Holding in a safe direction. Now you do have a lot of extra oil on here. What I like to do, and this is just me, you can tell this sucker has been used heavily. I use this Hoppy's silicone rag, and I just wipe it down, keep my firearms lubed up. Now again, this is what I do. I don't know if this is what is recommended, but I use this silicone wipe down. I like to keep everything kind of nice and lubed from nice and wiped down with silicone from anytime I'm handling anything metal related to the firearm. So there you have it. If you look again, arm cut. We do actually have what's going to be going on that. We're going to be putting on this Primary Arms Classic Micro Reflex sight just to try it out. Right, very affordable red dot, small, compact. Which is what I was looking for this weapon, which will be concealed carry. So wanted to have that red dot, wanted something affordable to try out. And so that'll be getting mounted on the top of this in that position. So huge difference in grip and purchase. And you can see again, barrel, everything all in one. I really like this cutout here that's kind of like a compensator to act as if a compensator. So there you have it. The update from your normal P365 to the X Macro. And super simple, easy to do. A lot of flexibility built into these exchange kits. There's numerous aftermarket handles you can actually purchase also, grip controls modules, and slides from everyone to include some of our favorites like Zev, Grey Ghost Precision, Zafri. You choose. I chose this version because I wanted kind of the all-in-one solution. I didn't want to have to pay and price out sights or change out the sights for my other slide, barrel, as well as I wanted a little bit of that compensation. So I went with this unit because from a price perspective, I got the grip control as well as kind of the fully assembled slide mechanism with barrel and the appropriate spring strength for that barrel, all in one kit. And again, this is doable by anyone, right? With a little bit, I like to learn. I like to see how things work. This is extremely simple for your everyday user who wants to just have some flexibility, make some changes based on their personal preferences, and allows you to do that easily through Sig. Thanks for watching. Again, this is content that I may put some additional content related to similar firearm side of the house out there. Again, knowing full well from the YouTube algorithms, they're not huge fans of that in many cases, but I do want to show you how simple some of these things are for your everyday user who's interested in this, as well as continue to put the message out there on firearm safety, some of those things, and that it's okay. Be safe. Understand, learn to shoot, learn to handle firearms in a safe manner, and educate those around you, especially young ones. So thanks for sticking around. We'll talk to you next time.